have been taught by a lot of false teachers, a lot of prophets. When I was probably about 18 years old, that's when I really was taking the gospel of Jesus Christ serious. They'll talk about wine, and Jesus didn't drink wine, and the Jewish Hebrew Israelites was drinking Kool-Aid. You liars! And one of the teachers that gave him the teaching, the guy had allowed a stroke to hit this man, and then later on he died, and his whole ministry dissembled and scattered. Turn to the book of St. John, the 2nd chapter. It says, "In the 3rd day there was marriage in Cana of Galilee, and the mother of Jesus was there. And both Jesus was called and his disciples to the marriage. And when they wanted wine, the mother of Jesus says to him, they have no wine." She didn't say, the mother of Jesus said they don't have no Kool-Aid. The mother of Jesus didn't say they have no grape juice, no Welch's, no juicy juice. It said wine. Okay, the 4th verse. It says, Jesus said to her, "Woman, what have I to do with thy? My hour is not yet to come." And to all those that's in Moore County and those that's in Louisville, those that's in Richmond, Wadesboro, those that's in Bennett, South Carolina, those that's in Pages, South Carolina, those that's in Sanford, North Carolina, Fayetteville, North Carolina, Littleton, North Carolina. My hour's not yet to come yet. I got to wait on the Holy Ghost. Let's continue on this message. His mother said unto the servants, "Whatsoever he said unto you, do it." And there were set there 6 water pots of stones after the manner of the purifying of the Jews, containing 2 or 3 firkins apiece. Jesus said unto them, "Fill the water pots with water." And they filled them up to the brim. And he said unto them, "Draw out now and bear it unto the governor of the feast." And they bared it. When the ruler of the feast had tasted the water that was made wine, and knew not what it was, but the servants which drew the waters knew, the governor of the feast called the bridegroom, and said unto him, "Every man at the beginning does set forth good wine, and when men have well drunk, and when that which is worse, but thou hast kept the good wine until now." This beginning of miracles did Jesus in Cana of Galilee, and manifested forth his glory. And the disciples believed on him. And after this he went down to Capernaum, he and his mother and his brother and his disciples, and they continued there not many days. Now I'm sharing with you that Jesus Christ did not condemn drinking alcohol, none of that, beer, liquor. He didn't. Matter of fact, if he would, he'd be a hypocrite because he drank wine himself. Matter of fact, he done manufacture wine. And there's a lot of teachers that speak against those that are Christians that are drinking wine. The sin is when you're drunk, all right? Drunkenness will not inherit the kingdom of heaven. And you never read about Prophet Jesus Christ, but you heard about my other prophet, brother Noah. It was naked, and he was basically naked where he had no clothes on, where his African son, his black son, saw his private area and didn't cover him up. That looks like perversion. That looked disgusting. That looked homosexuality. But where it was, his brothers didn't want to see that. It's disgusting. So he covered him up, and all of a sudden he cursed him when he woke up, cursed his grandson, and said, "Your grandson gonna be a servant of the Hebrew Israelite and also Caucasian." That was the beginning of slavery. And I'm going to get back with you, but we talk about wine.